All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota, and you are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network. Today, well, as we all know, we get very interesting discussions where we get for can discuss, and that get for do with the travel ban we the United States issue on I think 19 countries. Sierra Leone is among those countries. Um, Two groups where or two categories where Trump issued this ban against. The first one is the full ban, and we discuss about that. And the second one is the partial ban, which Sierra Leone is among the partial ban, and within that mean. So we can discuss not only the ban, but why Sierra Leone um, is partially banned. Now the US, okay. That's not the discussion we will get forget in this program. And I just want for Mekuna all know say anytime when you watch the live broadcast of this program, you entitled to give your own opinion because this program now an interactive program. I know they just come and can begin talk. After that, I go. You get maybe ideas way better than my own ideas, but because you're not able to express them at the live program, that is not fair to you. So you entitled to feedback. So if you get any feedback, not forget or not hesitate for put your comments in the comment section of the platform where they watch we from. And it's very important to me too, because knowledge is not exclusive. Knowledge is universal. I may know something, but somebody may know better than me. So this is why I dey encourage you as the viewer for make you also give your feedback on what you dairy way at the talk. It's very important. But before that, let me just give you a quick ad. I will talk about the ad briefly, then we come to the program.
Tired of switching between apps to stay connected and entertained? Say hello to Letalk, the all-in-one social media platform that's changing the game. Unlike WhatsApp, Letalk doesn't hog your phone's storage. No more crowded galleries or constant cleaning. Your posts stay secure in the cloud, not on your device. And when you're ready to go live, Letalk's built-in live stream feature makes it simple and instant.
All right. The app you hear that ad is an app way an alternative to WhatsApp and other social media platform. This is not a new app where it dey give you features where WhatsApp not get. As we are all hearing from last week when we deployed this app, this is not an app where you're not going to worry about security. That's not one of the main important thing. Security. WhatsApp and other social media platform are getting more buggy or more hackable, and the users of these apps are getting fizzled out because of these black hackers, which the one who they call black hackers where they hack for money or for cause mayhem. And without any get for so far, now you where they use their app here. This is why we decide for bring an alternative way robust in terms of security. And not to that anymore. This app is also not a cloggy phone. We all know, say, for people like we say, we they na WhatsApp, we they too many groups, me they over 350 groups. Just imagine a lot of junk they come in. Yes, I understand. Some people then say if you use the visibility, they download some of them junk and they know you they download them. Visibility just means say when the image or the video or the post come in, they automatically download until you click that image or that audio, then it's download. Then you're able to see them. And this app not get them because all the storage now remote storage, now cloud-based storage. So wherever they say, oh, let's talk, don't fool me storage now. So you see, and it's very, very simple. All what you need for do is just go to your app store, download the app. It's called Let's Talk, LETT OK. Download the app, sign up, and start to use. Invite other people there. Share this information because at least this go able for give you a better way. Then the other thing about this app is also it gets live streaming. It get live streaming. So you not only get group chat, individual chat, what would they call private chat, but you also get live streaming, just like TikTok. And the other interesting thing about this app is the live streaming. Like if you dip and group, you na admin na that group there, you able for live stream na that group there directly. All the members of the group then go able to see your live stream. In fact, then would I want send money, send you gift, able to send you gift. So you see, there are features where we don't put in, we not in our WhatsApp, and we continue for improve because now a new app, we continue for improve that. One of the features also with this app, if you create a group, you the creator, you na super admin, nobody not able for pull you from that admin status there. Nobody. Because now you are the creator of the admin. One of the problems where WhatsApp gets is that if you create a group, you put in people and you add somebody as an admin, that person get the ability for delete you as admin. And now, in left as an admin, I remember one of my friends a while ago, he created this group now, WhatsApp. He puts other people them as a group admin. I don't know, I think they get misunderstanding with one of this guy. What did this guy do? He delete all the other admin them, including the one we create the group, and he left him one green as admin. So it take control. That is hacking. It's literally hacking. He take control of the entire group. Now so then call me, then say, doctor, I will get this problem. WhatsApp. How we're able for fix this? I say no, there is no way we're able for fix them because WhatsApp not been the think for say this is going to happen because Morton Man a greedy person. But anyway, go download the app LETTOK. Now either iPhone or Android. It did it. So I also want for make you share this app to other people. Invite other people there because the more you share the information to other people, the more people then go able for discover this app and able for use them. The moment we don't get enough people for use them, it will be much more interesting and enjoyable than what we get today. And not in our no more. Not in, especially the app gets an audio and video call, just like WhatsApp. So it gets within WhatsApp gets already, then it add other features them, and other features are coming in soon. Okay, because we not just want you for make you just post something. The way the world done there now, everywhere you able to make money. Why you think say TikTok and YouTube and Rumble and Locals, all those platforms, people are making money because your content is valid. I don't say the junk where that people then they put home, but your content is valid. So this app gives you the opportunity with all the way they enjoy for posts, you also make money from your content. So go download the app. It's LETTOK. Then download them.
Tired of switching between apps to stay connected and entertained? Say hello to Letalk, the all-in-one social media platform that's changing the game. Unlike WhatsApp, Letalk doesn't hog your phone's storage. No more crowded galleries or constant cleaning. Your posts stay secure in the cloud, not on your device. And when you're ready to go live, Letalk's built-in live stream feature makes it simple and instant.
All right. Now back to the topic of the day. 2 days ago, I think it was on Wednesday, where Donald Trump puts a travel ban on 19 countries. 19 countries. He categorized them down here into two. The first ban, where now full ban. Full ban just means nobody. As long as you get a passport of that country, you know they use that passport there for Canada, America. Now 12 countries. Now in that category there. Okay, 12 countries. So now a total ban. Within this mean? This is very, very serious. Okay, it's really, really serious because within this mean? This means whether you're a government official or you're an ordinary citizen, you are not allowed to come to the United States from that country. It's bad, right? It's really, really bad. Then the second category, now the partial ban. Within a partial ban? Well, partial ban, it just means there are certain categories of visas where they're not they allow for make them come into the United States. But other categories of visas, then they allow you for make you come to the United States. And in this partial ban, Sierra Leone is among, I think, 7 countries when a partial ban. This partial ban give them countries the opportunity for make them try for solve some of the problems and way United States say now in make them put these restrictions. Sierra Leone is one of them. Now, what in this partial ban mean? What are the categories? Well, you get like government officials, the one the way they come to the United States through official visit. Those people can come to the US. Okay? Then they come to the US. But if you come to the US just for visits like a tourist or a student, you are not allowed. At least for the next 90 days. Maybe then go for a visit after that for the next 90 days. So majority of the Sierra Leoneans where they come to the United States and they come through either student visa or tourists, where they call visitors. You know, they come visit the United States. So maybe it's about 80 to 90% of the people are subjected to these restrictions. Why? Why the United States put Sierra Leone? Well, according to the US Embassy, I did not talk about this. A couple of months back when Trump came, we then start for talk about this, okay? I did not talk about that. The United States Embassy say between 15 to 30% of Sierra Leoneans where they come now the United States, then they overstay them visa. 2 of the categories where get the problem now the tourist visa holders, like people the way they come for camp. Maybe you get somebody or you just want for camp, work out and see the world and see the United States. Wait and come, then they go back. Visas usually between 6 months and 3 years. Some is even more. But now so then they issue visas, okay? So when your visa expires, you're supposed to go back. If you want, you go renew them, you come back. Okay? But no, a lot of people when are Sierra Leoneans, where then they come at the United States with tourist or student visa, like the student them, when they don't done their school, then they go back. Now then categories there make the United States say we get too much overstay with visa. So therefore, then they restrict Sierra Leoneans from coming to the United States. This not the partial ban where then get. Yes, I seen on social media people and don't begin talk say, oh Namada bill. Well, this don't happen long before Madabio. So I have to be sincere here. I know say everything where they happen at salon when a bad thing, would they look in a lens of politics, political lens, No, but it don't necessarily mean say nah because of Madabio them ban this. So I want for educate when I want for inform them because somebody way well informed, nah a smart person. Okay. I don't say you not get your political objective or aims and whatever. That's now your business that one day, but I did tell you what's in the truth. Irrespective of what's in your affiliation, okay? This has to do with overstay visa, according to the US Embassy. Not according to the Chief Minister or Madabio, according to the US Embassy, say this now the reason why they put restriction on Sierra Leone. Okay. So you go say, well, people are looking for greener pastures. That's true. If na me say I go some highway, I know say I they do better. I not go and go back home. I not go and go back. So this now a problem where it's very, very difficult for solve because the government says if not be able to solve this. Cannot. I don't know how the government will able to solve them within 90 days. And based on the complexity of this particular issue, I believe say the partial ban is going to be there for a very, very long time. Probably it will overstay Madabio the administration because most of these visas, the government don't know. The government don't know. So how you go blame the government for me going to embassy, the embassy go give me visa away, I not get nothing for do with the government, I can't America, I can't overstay. Now you want to blame the government. So let's take that away from the government. I know say politics is very, very sweet for some people. Let's go in and fire the bazooka. Yes, we get a lot of bazooka for fire against Madabio. Okay, we get a lot of blames against Madabio. So we'll not even need for add this one because if we add this one and a lot of people then know say that's not true, then we dilute the essence of we blame or we opposition. So this now an embassy explanation. Say overstay of student and tourist visas. Now it make then give this restriction. And oh boy, this is going to continue. It's really, really going to continue. We just the pray saying when Trump come and like way this so he go, things then they go back to normal. But to be honest with you, the United States is not in normal states. Things then they happen. It actually I don't know if now violates, but at least the skill what the United States stand for. Okay, they actually it's an abnormal time here in the United States. Within an abnormal time. So this storm will just get for ride them through. And the thing is, it's too long. 4 years of storm, especially in this way, is very, very long. It's too long. It's like infinity, forever. But hey, these are some of the hiccups of democracy. Those are the hiccups of democracy. We're not going able for refuse that. This guy is duly elected by majority of the people, and therefore, this is what the people they want. Okay, so let me bring in Mr. Cabo. Mr. Cabo, put your hand off for one no say. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's not what
Wonderful, wonderful. I did. What's in the go? I think people then don't look for you, ask for you every time and say, what's up with Mr. Cabo? I say you go vacation, you go annual leave.
you know the deal. You know the deal, Dr. Mangota. You know the deal. You share everybody.
No bad. So, all right.
I'm sorry that.
All right. So,
go ahead.
You follow this ban. What do you think now in the government go able for do for satisfy the United States, especially this 90 days we then give them.
Uh,
Not
all right. Good afternoon, TPN followers, and good afternoon, Dr. Mankota. Thanking you for giving me this privilege all the time, and I really miss you and the audience because there are certain salient discussions that we don't pass one or the sometimes I didn't know, but I'm just tired. I don't know, but I'm getting in there. And the worst of it now, it's becoming very hot in New York. Sometimes the AC or even the car it can't even maintain. So when you come, you don't weaken. So this heat in America is different from the heat in Africa. Here they go inside your system and they weaken you. Yeah. So you always for the inside cold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how.
I know uncle to you. That make here in Arizona, this area now, Arizona, parts of California and Las Vegas, Nevada, and
Right.
the neighboring state, because we day in the desert day in the middle of them countries, yeah, that state, yeah, we get the hottest part of the United States. Now that make we most people the way they are then get vitamin D deficiency because always we dey inside the cold, especially summertime.
Right. And we in New York, we are like almost everything. When the cold come, the worst in the United States. When the heat come, the worst in the United States. So we in between. You now you don't use with the heat there, so you don't get problem. We now the winter just done, and now we are into the heat. And that transition from the end of the winter to the beginning of the summer, that is a very hard one. Bro, the system for trying to adjust and balance is, especially when you are getting aging, very, very tough.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right. So
me,
how?
most
Uh-huh.
times I can sick during that transition day because my
Yeah,
system, most people then they sick because of the
yeah,
transition.
yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Mankota. Yeah, it's very interesting topic though, with regards to this immigration and salon ban. I mean, salon restriction. You asked me what I think the government for do within the 90 days. Um, this is a citation to the government of Sierra Leone and the people of Sierra Leone. It's a citation.
Yeah,
But again, we have to look at where before you make corrections. So we have a corrective action now to do. The government of America has given us a citation after auditing us. They said this is what you need to do to meet the international criteria, which suits the American states. I mean the American government and their principles. So if we don't meet that citation, we're not going to be then don't restrict we. And you said and give me 90 days.
90 days. The first 90 days. Let them see if there is any corrective measures where the government were able for present. So nine.
Well, yeah, that would be a corrective measure, probably in paper, but in real sense, the most corrective measure is when they restrict the visa. I know it's hard for people to talk about it, but that's the most corrective measure because if they don't restrict the visa, people are still going to be online in the in the Salon embassy and for different reasons and different motives. And let's be clear here, Dr. Mankota. Nobody from Sierra Leone, not even Sierra Leone, almost all Africa, where they get visa, even now 10 days, you tell and say they go back.
No, no, you go
That's
back.
just the plain truth.
Yeah,
Even if you get one day for stepping foot in America, get off the airport, he's not going.
yeah.
So, but this is what I figure out. It's not only Sierra Leone, everybody they do that at the world.
Yep.
But it depends on we the people. You understand, right, Dr. Mankota? And the people that say we yams white, I don't know if Nani will tell me that. They hear me. They say we yams white na for Kobara. You know very well say United States now a country of laws. And they listen to rhythms and they listen to all kind of things going around. They might not act immediately. Just like when you have the driver's license, You get everything there. If you do bad thing, if you're not involved inside bad thing, wait too much. Let's say even in a driving violation, I see them only drive a license. Where they see them go on and they see all what you do. So when you know saying that you get felony, you get other things there where they look for you. But be careful with your driver license and be careful how you drive in the street. Because when the police then capture you, they hold that license, they run everything. There you go. Same thing when we come here in America, a lot of people we then come here. They know very well say either they give them 3 months because the highest fees I ever known as Salona 3 months because they don't want us to be here. Some 6 months, some people can get 3 years. In the Caribbean, they give them 10 years. I think once in a while they will give somebody in Sierra Leone 10 years. That's top business people to go and come. But you shouldn't exceed 6 months. If you exceed 6 months, that 10 year all is void. When you go out, you can't come in and you become a liability to yourself because the government, the embassy not going to trust you again. And this is the thing. The problem of us Sierra Leoneans is to think that when he goes, whether it's or you say they're not Sadia. That's what the problem of Sierra Leone. I say they're not Sadia. Once visa get number, social security get number, driver's license get number, where they hold any of those numbers, then punch and then they see all about you.
Yeah.
Now, but Dr. Mankota, this is it. If you know you come here restricted, what we have to educate our people, let them understand. Just like you say, I congratulate you for make we talk say this is not politics because it's not the government, it is the individuals. Well, partially, but the government is the people anyway. But we play a bigger role based on what I know with the people. Dr. Mankota, you come as a stranger in the United States or in anybody's house, even in the villages we live, you not stranger you come. You know the way you come. You know say you don't belong here on no account because then they get the wrong information. Yeah, America na freedom of speech. You go there, they talk, you they do anything human rights. You know say you can even if you get a paper, you come in a fastidious way, in a way where you know proper. You come yes, they give you the visa, stamp it. You think you are proper to come here. You come in, it's proper. But if they give you 3 months to stay, well, once you stay past that, you don't commit a crime. Right? Where it be said and can pull you. Even if you married here, you don't turn to a citizen. If then go back to the background, which Trump is doing now, to see how you come here, America they reverse that and that paper because they find out say you been play hooks, you been lied. You come as a visitor, you come marry. So having that citizenship of that green card, not even give you permission for making kidnap the island because of the way you come. Because Trump will go all the way back to revoke anything where it say complicated. So when you come here, if all you do based on your political background or the way you think or the way you do things, I don't know if they try to bluff the people in Asalosi in America, freedom of speech, if they talk, if they do this. We were under freedom of speech, Nasarona Mamikos. Yeah, that's freedom of speech, Nasalo. Here, you don't have to curse somebody, but they make noise in a way. Now, if you come here all the time, you dey talk bad about your country. You always dey wake up in the morning when you sleep. When you wake up, you want then I say America don't go bomb Sierra Leone, Russia don't damage Sierra Leone, or Netherlands don't go destroy Sierra Leone because of your political affiliation, and you feel say you are doing the right thing. So what you do is they go Photoshop everywhere in the world, even some of the pictures in Sierra Leone. Okay, but some Photoshop everywhere where bad things can be. Where United Nations may come, you make placard, you exhibit Sierra Leone how they kill people there. You understand, Dr. Mangot? It's kind of like a long story, but it's very teachable moment. You don't exhibit all these ideas. You do Europe, they strike, they write letters to White House, you write this to this. The more you expose yourself, the more people become curious to know who is this person. Just as an individual, even if you're an individual. They want to find out, Dr. Mankota, who did you can I show boisterous, they make this, they make this. Before you know, people begin to investigate you individually. And go say, oh, that guy did not me, I sabi brother. Now so he been do back now one place, now so back he been do now another place. You record all the come. So if you live in the United States, a country of technology, and you think because you are here, so all the things then you just make stories about your country. The Americans, they are watching. They're not going to come to you, but in one way or the other, somebody is there. The media is there. Somebody will pick some information where you go out for cross check. If you say, "Madam, you want to kill people, like they hang people, they cut them throats," then they want to go to the archives and see about Sierra Leone. Now, unfortunately, for them people that they really think about that because what has come during the time, Dr. Mankota, you understand, the opposition or the opponent or whoever who's not a patriotic Sierra Leonean, they always want let them ban the government of Sierra Leone not to come to America. That is the whole purpose. Now, on the investigation, the fact that say no, the government don't do anything, we can't ban these people. It is the people. They have a historical background. You guys make them to investigate us. We have a historical background because we were out there shouting, writing letters to White House. Everybody, I remember these days, I had a guy who called himself. He is the 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 spokesman for electoral justice. If they read a letter, we don't write in the White House. I'm telling you. So you're telling the people to investigate this country. You want to know what is happening in this country. And when they investigate, and when the investigation comes, when they tap your country, from immigration, how you come here for whatever, they will see everything. So now we expose ourselves to the Americans, let them investigate with. So this is what they found about us. They're not really worry about that. They know, but for one reason or the other, we have the other person with a Trump.
You see,
So even they take anything.
you see, one of the surprising thing is you look at countries like
Right.
Nigeria. Nigeria then get
Exactly.
the highest overstay of visas. Yeah, but
Exactly.
and they not put the name at the list. I don't understand. I don't know if they put the name. I don't think so. They put the name.
Well, Dr. Mankota, if you don't understand that, I will give you a scenario and you really look into it. Maybe you'll find out, and the listeners also, I will give them a scenario. We know Nigeria is one of the biggest countries in West Africa, in Africa as a whole, and they get the highest population, over 200 people, over 200 million, over 200 languages. But and we know they are the biggest scammers, if not the biggest in Africa. America knows that, right? But they fall in the favor of America. Maybe for one reason or the other, they come here, they know they betray themselves. They know they betray their country. We don't see them and they cause trouble in Europe. We don't see them and they cause trouble in America. I don't in America for the longest time. I don't see Nigerians then they match. We go na UN. UN for that matter. Whenever we go na UN, who that would they see? Na Sierra Leone, APC versus SLP. All other countries quiet. Some they don't even go there. What did they go do that? Some countries, Dr. Marcos, I don't know if you belong in the UN. That be session. Now, if every country out of the 54 countries then, now Sierra Leone, where they under the UN, now Africa, where they under the UN, if everyone they bring Eon party people then the other one they bring the opposition outside in the street for just praise them and welcome them and talk opposition things. That place they flop, you know, the most peculiar people you will see inside the United Nations session when they come to America, that's Sierra Leone. And not only Sierra Leone, APC versus SLP. I always go there. They're
Let me
always
let me
the
let me let me
APC
give
on the other side, the SLP to the other side. And what do they do? Then they exhibit themselves, especially the opposition. They get the most mysterious pictures, photos, messages, they get mics, that they talk all over the world, that they listen. So why people are not they get concerned?
ah,
Now you talk of Nigerians. Nigerians don't do that. Nigerians they cover themselves. They know they can if they didn't talk about the president, let them pull and then do this, let them do it. Okay, then they talk about but they know they march, they know they write letter. The next question, Dr. Makota, people say why not Liberia? People then say Liberia, they get about 29 or 19% of the crime rate or whatever. I mean, on the evaluation where America made, they say Liberia is more than us, and we are 11 point something, and then they like 19 or 20, but they are not in the band. So you have a answer for that, Dr. Makota? They don't have a
so let
restriction.
me let me Yeah, let me just read the categories and the countries. The fully banned countries are Afghanistan, Myanmar,
Right.
Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. And the partially banned, you get Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Nigeria, not there.
Like that another day. So the reason people that they ask is you have to make a research. You have to find out why Liberia will get the highest crime or the highest percentage against us. We did it and then already. Now two speculation. I mean, well, a speculation and one answer. The answer is we all know that in Africa, most people, and even in some history books, they say Liberia was colonized by America. And in some history books, they say Liberia was never colonized. Liberia was the first after Haiti was the first independent state from 1846. Liberia, and these people, Liberia gets about 11 different type of people that live in Ghana, Liberia, away from Liberia, come from West Africa and other parts. And one of these groups were the Americans, the freed slaves. When you hear about Monroe or Monrovia, now one of the white people there, the top people there in America in those days. We have Monroe University here, we have Monroe this, Monroe that. And if you listen to Liberia, then guess what they call Lone Star. Their team is Lone Star, right? Their team, their football team. That means Lone Star is the statue of liberty. That is what they equate it to. And if you look at their flag is almost similar to America because of the ties where they get, right? And Liberians, you will find them in Minnesota. In Minnesota, correct me if I'm wrong. Minnesota, they have a large population in Minnesota. They have a large population in Brooklyn here, which is about
Philadelphia,
2 miles away from yeah, 2 miles away from me here.
Philadelphia
Yeah,
too.
right. And they're based also in Staten Island, about 11 miles away or more from me here. They have a base in Staten Island. We get family there. They visit me. They always tell me like Staten Island is not safe. Liberians are so much. They cause crime. Nobody. Drink and drugs. Always police are always over there the streets. But they're not put there. We Shalonians are going to do that. But they're not put there because they have a tie with Liberia and with America. Historical background with Liberia and America. So most of their names, they are American. They speak like what? In fact, they used to say that's the American. People still say that's the American of Africa. When they speak something like the American, that man thing, Bonnie and head, I head. You know, all those slogans. So Liberia has a tie, and they have a special place in America, in the hearts of the American government. Liberia has a special place. So if you compare Liberia and Sierra Leone, you are making a mistake. It's just like you have a father and you have a friend. The father and you have the father, you are more recognized than the friend than you being the friend. So Liberia is almost part of America. So if you think why that's why in crime they are higher than us.
Yeah,
So the next speculation, Dr. Mankos, the next speculation is that, or the other thing why they talk, people that they talk about drugs, then they talk about the tripartite, and these things are not in the memo. These things never came up. I remember the doctor, I think it's Dr. Dennis or whoever is the foreign minister, when this story came up from New York here where I live, through the New York Times, the minister, the foreign minister, I don't know if you watch that clip there on YouTube. He invited the ambassador because they are worried for me to come clear these things here, this information. And he put it categorically clear, say, people that they take visa and they can't story. I don't know why America they give them one because I don't know who is actually, I mean, whether they give them visa. I don't know whose document they get. Because I don't know who asked money in Sierra Leone to come here as a tourist. Dr. Mankota. If they are many, they are few. I don't know who signed the full bank account or bank statement or wherever to get that money. People they say that they can't do shopping, then give them 3 months, they know they go. Tourists they know they go. So they say that they can't wedding and they can't family visit reunion, birthdays, and they invite them in those days. They know they go back. Now, students, so they say that they get student papers or get whatever because alone is an easy country. You can just pick on any certificate anywhere. So then go through that, then get student visa. So they don't even go to university. Then they are the country. Yeah.
Uh,
So all that situation there, if you not keep quiet when you are in a foreign country, you they talk. People then tend to find out about you, and this is what they found. It's not the government. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Liberia, then don't in another in a different note, the United States don't deport more. Trump, particularly, Trump don't deport more
right,
Liberia than deport Sierra Leone. So that's not the other way we they look at again. Liberia, in fact,
right.
most Liberians then we been there on under T, TPP, temporary protected
Exactly.
services, TPS.
Because of the war.
Is this now a status where then give them and will live now and do what they get for do. But because of when Trump come, because of the other problems where then they cause, recently then don't invoke Trump don't invoke that TPP day. Uh, other countries like Haiti also, Venezuela, they are part of this invocation. So uh, when we look at this, we see say something is not right. But when you will look at the other side, we still have some kind of a hope for say, hopefully, things will be better for um, Sierra Leone because, to be honest with you, Trump in rap, it doesn't matter whether you're good or bad. You rob him.
That's correct. Correct.
You
That's
rob
what I would say. Yeah.
him.
So the whole thing, I think we have to question ourselves. If we come to America in any way or means we come here, let's shut our mouths. Let's shut our mouths. Oh, we have our people, our country, this that. Let's shut our mouth. This is not your country. Don't try to think say you dey implicate the government and you think say not so Sierra Leone dey implicate. Because when you implicate the government, the president and the cabinet ministers or the employee of the government, you are implicating Sierra Leone. And because the wishes of the Sierra Leoneans there, majority of the wishes of the Sierra Leoneans there, Dr. Mankota, where they in America and Europe, they want let them ban Manabio and in government. And this turned out to be the wrong thing. I give you a typical example. You hear about some house in London they call council houses. Here in America, we call them projects, pink houses,
Section,
low
section
income houses,
in
yeah,
America,
projects and so yeah.
we call that Section 8.
Well, no, Section 8, hey, we have in New York, you have Section 8, you have projects, you have low income, you have vouchers, everything. All these things, they come up to be under the same way. You
Yeah, but
understand?
before we go that, I just want for refute the idea where they bring say
Mhm.
when people then can America or other places, they don't need for criticize the government. I don't think say that's actually fair, and I don't think say equal in a democratic system. It doesn't matter who say you do. The problem way I want for make you talk, make people then stop for go they undermine the country. You can criticize your government, but not make it in a way so that the people where they say the fact now then they get effect of what you do. But are they 100%? And people like we so would they continue for criticize the government if you do bad because that's now a prerogative right for every citizen, whether you did in Salon, you did in America or you did in Europe, you have the right to hold your government accountable. Now, Usai may differ from other people then, either because of the hate or anger where people then get, then feel say because okay, APC in a power, that means the entire country is now APC. So and they want for destroy APC. So they're not clear, they're not trying to distinguish between the country in interest and the government in interest. That's now they may differ from other people them. But people then get the right for criticize. It doesn't matter who say you did. In fact, in
Well,
America,
let's plan.
they criticize the government because that's not the principles of democracy.
Well mentioned, Dr. Mankota. So we found out two words from your statement: criticize and undermine. You mentioned criticize and undermine.
Yeah.
Now we all know, Dr. Mankota, from the morning. We always say that. Even you say that many times, times without a number in your program. Say people for criticize responsibly, if for oppose responsibly.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you now, the opposition taking place in the universe, Americans in Sierra Leoneans in America, across Europe, across the Americans, is it uh, uh, a way of criticizing or undermining?
Yeah.
It's more of undermining than criticizing because we know that you have to oppose constructively, but you don't oppose for destructively. And when you oppose destructively, then you are undermining the government. And this is what Sierra Leoneans have been doing in America and all over the world. They oppose destructively, they don't oppose constructively.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
about it, doctor.
yeah, I understand, and I agree with you in some ways. There are Sierra Leoneans who Mr. Self don't challenge so many times on social media because when I they see people they not get any kind of a line of demarcation with their criticisms, and they always challenge and say, no, this is not the way you do things. You know, you don't put your hatred against an individual and try for distinguish between the country and the government because the government is a temporary entity. It's an assignment. Then give the person who is leading, and this person they go. But if you destroy the house instead of you destroy the tenant, then when the tenants go, you don't get no house for sleep. So that's I agree with you. But there are also other people they constructively, then they criticize the government, and their criticism is valid, and you know that. And the other thing why I want to correct you, they try to bundle everything because Mr. X will happen for support the APC, where it for do with the APC leadership, it tries to undermine, and you just with it and say the APC opposition, and that's not fair too because we have to distinguish between the individual and the official stand of the APC going at the opposition because when you not be at the opposition, you need to be there. Well, uh, my corona. I not ever bundle if Mr. X says something about the APC, I say, oh, now the SLPP, now then do so. Because if I do, I enough fair to you, because the SLPP leadership not get no control over that person. So I just want to make sure say there's a distinction too
Yeah,
between anything and the
yeah, Dr. Mankota, you're right. Um, but this is what I'm saying and what I've been saying since we started talking today on this issue. I think I didn't mention SLPP or APC specifically. I said Sierra Leoneans because of their political affiliation. That's what those are the words I use. Generally, I say Sierra Leoneans based on their political affiliations. This is what they are doing, and so I'm sorry if you misheard me or you're right, but that's not exactly. But I go around it. You understand, right? But maybe you're too wise than me. You say this man is talking about us. You are, all right. So and that's fine. So I was talking about these council houses as an example, right? Dr.
right.
Mankota, you know very well that in America, Sierra Leoneans or even outside Sierra Leoneans, including Americans, if not okay, let me talk about Sierra Leone. If not 60 to 65% of Sierra Leoneans that are in America that live under either a voucher house or a project house or how you call the other one, the one you
Section 8.
call we are
Section
section
8.
8 house. You know the conditions they live there.
Yeah.
Most of them live that way here in America. You understand? And some they come, they start because to us, those people who understand, it's a starting when you come newly. You understand, right? You don't have much or you have too many
Well,
children. And when you make it up,
for the sake of declaration, when I came to this country, I was in section 8. Now that make I know more about the program than most people because I was there for 1.5 years before I
Oh, okay.
switch. Because actually, when they come, you know, gets nothing, and it is struggle. At least you get for go hang yourself on side where go able make you comfortable until you get what.
Exactly. That for short period of time, so you can work up. You get what you get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. That's fine. Unfortunately, I never be a victim of that because I came here through a UN expatriate, a white man from Britain, but he was posted to the United Nations in Sierra Leone, and we were friends when I was in college. So we always communicate. So when I came here, in fact, he picked me from the airport direct to his house. So I lived there. They stamped my passport indefinite stay, indefinite. So I lived there. I would come in the evening, and the following morning, he take me to the Social Security office, file the social, we apply. In 2 weeks' time, they send me the Social Security, eligible to work in the United States. Like a week, I said, let me go work in Manhattan. Let me know the city. I go, I see a store, Gap Kids and Baby Gap. You know about Gap? Yeah. So I went there. I said, hey, I want to work. They say, you do? I say, yeah. They check me. They see my Social Security. I have my document. They check me. I work. I work there for 3 months. I get a place. I get a lease. I lived with this white man for 3 years. I mean, for 3 months. And I get a lease of a one bedroom, which costs $600 at the time. One bedroom and a living room and a kitchen. 600. This is over 27 years ago or more. All right. I went there. I lived there for 5 years. I paid $600. So I don't. And after 5 years, me and my wife we bought a home in America. So we just moved to a house. So I never get that experience. All right. So let me talk about these council houses. I was giving an example what happened, and these low income houses. In England, we had a situation. You know, I don't know if you heard about that. When people are going all over trying to surveillance the apartment where Fatima Biobi did.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right. I'm giving you an example. The problems Sierra Leoneans are causing for themselves in abroad. And in England, correct me if I'm wrong, I know 85% of the people in there that they can't home they didn't live.
Yeah.
Anybody live there. And I want to say this, even Alex Koroma's wife, Sia, when she was a nurse in England, that apartment they live. And I even made to understand right now she's in London in the same apartment. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's what I had. But I know he lived there before. And they said the same apartment, this is where she's still living. Under this low income. Remember, first lady. The same thing happened in Fatima Bio. Just like any other Sierra Leonean, he lived that way. There. You understand it, Dr. Mankota? Now, what happened? Because she's first lady, you see how they ransack her apartment with Sierra Leoneans with media there. They say, you know, first lady and they get they take this. These are things where they make the government of England become curious, the country become curious and look into these things. Because if you are first lady, you have a council house. There are people who are working as RN in London and even in America, they live in council houses. They don't want to pay rent. They either use the husband who has no income, or they use the mother who has no income. Or you say, I don't have a husband, I have children, or I have children, I don't have a wife. They give them these houses so that they can support them. If you don't go talk about it and they come investigate, I'm just trying to bring analysis how these things came up. If you go talk about it and they come from Sierra Leone and top in this, and I look, 95 or 85% of Sierra Leoneans live in castle house. Why are they coming here? Why are they coming here? So you think you are spoiling Fatima Bio, forgetting even the former first lady was living in that condition, and which I believe they said she's still living there. And now, because you hate one person, let's say the first lady of the government, you think you are destroying her, and now when they come to investigate, you guys are all involved with it, in one way or the other. So what are you going to do now? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You think, just like you say, you think you're spoiling the country. And when they come investigate your country, this is what they find. And even you are a victim of it. All the ones that when they jump now, they are all victims of this fraud. Majority of them. They are victims. So I don't know what sense they get when they are jumping in the streets and doing these things.
Yeah.
They just put themselves on. And I don't want to blame government. Blame yourselves, guys.
Okay. Thank you so much. So let's go to the comments because I think I get a lot of comments. We'll start with Franklin F. Kamal. He says Sierra Leone is not banned; it's just a visa restriction to enter U.S. Well,
That's correct.
it's potato, all are the same.
It's a
It's a
fine word.
can call them partial ban, which is also a restriction. So um, it's all about semantics, okay? So it's a
Right.
partial ban.
It's just a fine word, Dr. Mankota.
Yeah,
Fine word to describe something.
exactly. Mayata Masako say hi. Hi, Mr. Gabo. Hi, welcome, Dr. Mankota. Thank you so much, Mayata. Uh, Christopher Yanka say, good evening, Doc. Is it a ban or a restriction on Sierra Leone? It's a partial ban. It's a restriction. Because, okay, I explained, I don't know if you did, but I hope say you before I explain as one sender, you don't send this. But let me try again because some people then come late. It's a partial ban. There are people where right now they don't ban them. They know they come. And I give
Other countries, you mean?
no Sierra Leoneans.
Really?
Yeah. The
Like who?
student visa, tourist visa, they know they come.
They are not restricted. They're not coming at all. Is that what you say?
Yes, they are not coming. 90 days, if the government is able for resolve, the only people the way they come right now, you get a category of visas where they come from, like diplomats, or government officials, or maybe you get a medical visa for come.
Condition.
Yeah, you they come. So that make them call them partial ban, not to everybody. Like the full ban, like Yemen, Afghanistan, and the other countries, them. Then whether you're a government official or you're a diplomat, as long as like that passport
Country.
you are not coming. In Sierra Leone, the student visa and the other people there right now for 90 days, then they stop for now until
Wow.
the government see how they go able for resolve this if possible. Yeah, that make them call them a partial ban. Okay, I hope say I explain Mr. Christopher Yanka.
Right, Dr. Mankota, wait. Under this condition we are talking about, this I don't know, this citation given to us, and we have to respond in a poker form or whatever they call it. How do you think Sierra Leone will handle this? Is it that they are trying to force Sierra Leone? Because I need to understand that there are people slated out for deportation. So Sierra Leone, the government should say, okay, give us the people that you want to deport or what?
I don't know. Could be because America then get so many ways for force you for do what they want for do. Sometimes when they tell you say
Yeah,
that you can force you. I understand your point. It could be
right.
for because they're not saying most of these things the government not gets no control over them. But maybe
Right.
when you use and say, okay, we are going to see if you do XYZ, then we go open this and we give you 90 days for do XYZ. I don't know. But according
Yeah,
to
but Dr. Mankota, yeah, in the previous regime, before this regime, it was clear that they rejected the American deportees, the one that way they were set out. But with this new regime, I don't remember if anybody, if they deny anybody who they want deport. But in the previous regime, they denied,
well,
they don't accept them.
yes, I understand that incident there. But the problem is why the APC being refused for visa because the APC wants for make them go interview the people them where them detain, okay, where they want to deport. They not agree because waiting at the ambassador Bokari Stevens at the time,
Yeah.
he want for you whether these people are actually Sierra Leoneans.
Right. That's what I have too. Yeah.
It not necessarily means say because you hold Sierra Leone passport, you are a Sierra Leonean. No, we not say we
That's
passport
correct.
for us. People then can buy them and then can use anything. So that makes Bokari Stevens being really one for make he enter with the people them. They he not say yes. Them people they are actually in a Sierra Leone, not just holding a Sierra Leone passport. That was the issue.
Right. And I don't know if you also read about this thing. I came up yesterday, additional to the ban or more explanation to the restrictions. And it reflects me in mind to when we had a conversation here with one government official in the previous government who said that when in West Gebele, it can born in America. And he began argue the people and tell them, say, nobody know the way no one West can born in America. I see a document, hold on, I see a document where they put the ambassador, American ambassador, also explain that side they say. Sierra Leoneans, they will get money in a salon or whoever, politicians or whoever get money in a salon, then they send their wife or girlfriend there, or come born naya, or make them pick the bill there, all that, they don't stop them. He come and they put the ambassador there. I don't know if somebody writes it, and it reflects me to what happened before.
No,
Right, correct that.
no. That I don't think say then stop that one day. If they talk about the case within Supreme Court right now, we Donald Trump want for stop how they call citizenship. I forget what in
My back.
huh?
My back, right?
No, then get the time more than the way they collect people the way then they can then they can born them picking and turn citizen. Donald Trump want them picking then they let them all be citizen at all. So
Right.
that case it didn't court. But for say somebody they can born now, then they block her, they not block her it. I
No,
don't
but
know.
what I say, yeah, you don't see it, but me don't see it yesterday or 2 days ago. And the ambassador, the American ambassador, and then put today. Then
Okay.
bring that situation. So it just trick on the mind, say, oh my God. So when people are talking, these American people are listening. Because if you mention that and something don't happen and we come to you, remember in our broadcast, and we had that before in the previous government, when a minister at the time talk say, you are letting West Carbon, everybody, way born and they be America, and nobody know even know that. So when I see that, and this was long years back, I was like, so these people, they listen, actually. So they were very careful with TV talk. So I hope it is that, but it came, it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, me not see it, but it could be true. So I not saying it.
All right.
Right. Michael Coker say Franklin F. Kamara, do you know what the restrictions are? So I don't know. Mukhtar Jallo say because Sierra Leoneans overstay on their visas. Yep, that's not
That's it.
the embassy tell we.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the overstay of visa. Mayata Masako say, Doctor, don't you think some Sierra Leoneans politicians will choose another to send their family to other countries? Could be.
It's up to them.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for greener pasture. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mayata also say, Doctor, my question, why not Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Senegal, etc.? We'll talk about that. Me and Mr. Gabo, we'll talk about that.
This is the question that's always come. Yeah.
And if you talk about overstay of visa in West Africa, Nigeria, then they like 50 to 10% compared to Sierra Leone.
Right.
But once again,
Exactly.
what you understand about this Donald Trump administration, they need somebody where always they come and lobby. So lobby is something that Donald Trump want because you want for make you can't kiss in ring. Then if he says yes, he's the emperor, the king. So a lot
So
of
are you saying Sierra Leone is not bowing to that? So it's bullshit.
well, I don't think so they get the money or then gets the ability for I heard before during the time of Joe Biden. I don't know, I don't confirm that, but say about $5 million we Salon spend for lobbying the United States now. So but during the time of Trump, I don't see them canteen in there at all. So yes, so far Sierra Leone they not get good lobbyists now this administration. In other countries, they're like Nigeria and other places. But also, uh, aha, thank God we Mayata bring this places like Nigeria. Okay, the United States is so much indebted into the current administration of Nigeria. The current administration now a puppet of the West, now a puppet of America.
America, right?
Anything where America or the West they tell you to do, now they do. So you know go one for for chastise that person the way they do your own work. So there are so many class where we don't know how waiting and waiting happen. Yes, we get surprised like Ghana, Nigeria. Well, Ghana, we don't know it because the new administration is just come in. Okay, they pretend say he want for divorce himself from the Western new colonial colonization. So, but we don't
Right.
know now tap no more. But there are so many reasons why most of these countries are not. Like for Burkina
But
Faso,
Dr. Mankosa, but Dr. Mankosa, hold on. Burkina Faso, which is now at the realm of it, is not part of it.
no, but wait. You know, say Burkina Faso, he not drive the American, so they not drive them. Now the American are them come out because they can't see say Burkina Faso don't tighten most of the things away than they do. Now that make them come out. But yet still, then they still send representative na Burkina Faso for go convince Burkina Faso. So if you want to convince somebody, then you ban them, you just don't press it. So you give them time.
All right, I see your point. And the Americans are friends with the French.
Exactly. So I think like Burkina Faso, so and they play double role. America they play double role. Maybe they're not one for despise Burkina Faso because then they still try for then still believes they probably Burkina Faso will change. This guy it will change. And if they ban Burkina Faso, then just don't harden
That
Burkina.
will be the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are some of the things. Senegal, I already say the new president, the young man, instead said he tried to move away from France. But the problem is that I think that's not a fake news. Okay? Because this guy, na Senegal, no, yeah, the prime minister of Senegal. I think the prime minister is very much against the West. You know, they're against the United States because the United States gets military base now Senegal. So America no go one for go ban Senegal when they get this day, when then they trade
Right.
this. So these are all the things. Oh, Guinea,
Yeah.
Ghana,
They
Ghana
got military base.
is na Ghana. So how you dey go ban
Yeah.
Ghanaians when you get
It's like
so you see the political side of
so
it.
it's like taking your people, take them away. Yeah, I see the politics. But in my country, just like you analyze this, you see, you have to be in depth into the politics. You don't have to be a politician in the surface. That is to say, when you hear one thing, because I was in a group last night, and this group they call now under TikTok. So this guy get this group, but they're all in Europe. You they see like they are educated, but when they give ideas, you see no, these people are half baked because then they trade on information where no get nothing. We have the piece of paper. Everybody has almost everybody see the document on what restrictions we have. Now, some people they say that drug now because of the drugs. Some people say that for the tripartite. They know if you go contribute like how we talk to them, they block you. You have to accept saying that the tripartite and that the drugs. But
Wow.
I was like, how would you talk for somebody within America? Say America is bigger than Sierra Leone. Over how many times? Why do you think Donald Trump will be afraid for tell Sierra Leone the exact thing? They say, no, you don't keep that thing at the fridge. You get the cake. You put them, people, they just, I'm like, man, come on, man. Let us deal with the problem. Let's deal with the problem. So these are the people in Europe, you can't convince them. You see like they are educated, but they are not. The way they think is different from the way other people and things in the world, but most so in Europe. Because they hereby say and they assume they get a wishful thinking of things when already happen. That the same wishful thinking where they get, that then they parabolate the whole world against the government. And now the government is not affected in a way.
Let's
It's
move
the
on.
general people are affected.
All right.
Yeah.
Yahai Kamara say, is it only Sierra Leoneans that are overstay in the US? No. We just don't talk and say a
Oh man.
lot of other countries, but we just don't give you some of the politics behind this. Okay, so I hope so. I no one for go back again and explain again. Okay. All right.
Right.
One more I say, this is not a new development. Visa overstay, the country's refusal to accept deportees are the reasons. This has nothing to do with any government. There are several such overstays since time immemorial. Yeah, we just don't talk about that. Did you know? All right, Michael Coker say if the US is aware of all those who overstay their visas, why can't they find and deport all of them?
Well, there you go again. The country now they suffer, bro. Because a lot of people that are they survive.
All right, Mayata Masako say, Doctor, government in, government out, they normally loading people into plan to various planes to various countries. Yeah, that's another thing. I talk about this when this thing starts in March. In March, because now this particular thing start now this program I talk about that. One of the other programs where probably the government need for look into
Yeah.
government officials then can get money from people them say, oh, I will give visa, I will make let you get visa for go America. Where you go now, it left with you. So a lot most times governments then they come with them and when they people then they come and they overstay. So yeah, correct my attack. So this is something where it happen at the government level, not to SLPP no more, APC, SLPP, APC, SLPP, APC, SLPP. So then they do them. That's true.
Right. Because Dr. Mankota, just like you say, in the past years I've been going to the United Nations because that's what Salona and they meet up for, go with the president and so on. I have heard and I have seen during Ernest Koroma time and the previous regime in the UN, people were going with the information during the time we were there. People were going with the information. See, where Ernest Koroma he came with over 50 people there, and they can't drop them. That's how overhard it. But I know this government, of course, I know somebody who come with them and is not a member. So both parties are the same, they do the same thing. But again, if you know you fall in that category, Dr. Mankota, why would you want to go protest when they want to see when you come here, how you come here? Because they will see it. Doesn't matter whether you don't marry somebody, you don't be a citizen, or you don't get visa, you don't be this. The beginning, Trump they go from the beginning to see how you come in and what makes you this. Because coming to America with a 3 month visa or 6 month visa not give you the legality for say for marriage so you stay. That's not the agreement you sign on. You come for 3 months visit. You see the logic?
Yeah.
So if you get that visa, if you get that citizenship through then condition, then they just shut up. Forget about trying to, cause trouble in the country for the other people there.
Sam Maturi say, I believe that the visa limitation imposed on Sierra Leone are unjust as it is not Sierra Leone that grants visa, nor is it Sierra Leone that is responsible for ensuring that immigrants go back home. The real question now is how Sierra Leone can assist with something it has no control legally over. That's my very good question. And I think we talk about this too. I don't know how the government were able to, but it's outside of their control. Uh, my
Yeah,
answer,
but Dr. Mankota, we have to bring suggestions which will impact. The only suggestions is the Sierra Leoneans are going to be impacted. But now the Sierra Leoneans are going to be impacted. What about the other disorganized opposition? That's a big problem.
all right.
Because in this way, I believe is something Trump wants from our country. And he wants that done within 90 days. And whatever situation he want that resolved within 90 days. So he can see what he can do, right? Dr. Marcos, I'm a victim. As I'm talking to you here, I'm a victim directly because you know why? I have a family member who's supposed to be here. We put the papers all went through in August. I mean around November. Everything. We're just waiting for interview. Then this thing bust out. Just waiting all the papers, everything there. We're just waiting for the date. This bust out. So when you see I'm talking, I'm not trying to criticize the government, but I'm putting the blame on we, the Sierra Leoneans. And most of the people there, where they talk, they don't even get one or two people in America, and they don't even bring cost in their asset. And they cause them trouble there. Now the world for go and talk, all kind of bad things about the government.
All right.
You
All
know,
right. Masako say example, the youths enjoy the youth envoys ministry, sports, ministry of foreign affairs, they all transported people by hide them. Mama for I say, if you believe Trump for what he always says, believe when he showed pictures of massacre in Goma.
in South Africa. In South,
White farmers massacre in South Africa.
that was a lie.
Like we drug baron in Sierra Leone and we've been labeled as transshipment of drug.
And when was that label? Because me, the document I see was from 2007 and 2018, 17. The document about transmitting or transfer, I mean, a transition, a negotiation or whatever is, transatlantic trade or whatever the trade is. I don't know. That
All
don't
right.
come from this present government. That report.
Mama for I say, if it's about overstaying, has he stopped the DV lottery? This is just a Trump thing. Trump is a little bit confused. So I tell you, I say the next 4 years is going to be a turbulent year. So we just have to navigate through until in time done. But this is
Did it,
something
Dr.
that is,
Mankota, didn't Trump ban the lottery, the visa
yeah,
lottery?
he did.
He banned it. He
Yeah,
banned it. And those people who come under a visa lottery, they are the most important people, well, I could say. They have nothing to do there because they come legally. That
yeah,
was legal at the time.
yeah,
And he can ban it now, but he can't do anything with those people who come under it
yeah.
because they meet the demands and the criteria. So that's about it. Yeah.
All right. Mayata Masako say this is the time Sierra Leoneans should stand by and keep money at home. Saiba Injai Elias Baibure say you are propagandists of the Powerpa SLPP. Huh? Why? Saiba Injai Elias Baibure say why only Sierra Leone? We're not only Sierra Leone, Baibure. Baibure, you're supposed to be a smart person, but I don't know what is wrong with these days.
Now we look at this for the discuss.
I don't know what to do with at this date. now, very smart person, but sometimes I don't know. Anyway, something is not right.
You know why he overreacting on the politics of Sierra Leone?
I think say
You know,
he obsessive, he very very obsessive.
yeah, exactly. He's very obsessed with the politics of Sierra Leone, and for that, his truth becomes frail. He's educated, but the way he portrays the things, he becomes frail. People look at him. No, man, this is not. You gotta say the truth where the truth lies. I'm telling you, people are embarking. There are people, Dr. Mankota, who are embarking on this tripartite and the drugs. They say that is why.
Okay. All right.
Europe, majority from Europe. That's what they embark on.
You know go able for pull them kind of people then they from their dream. So just let them do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Kamaremba and others will not be happy that Madabio and his family have no restriction. They never thought it always come down to the ordinary people.
Almost, I'm not going to say almost Dr. Mankota, but majority of the opposition, in the exception of you and few others, that was the aim for the past 7 years. That was the aim. The parade all over is to ban the government. That was the aim. And unfortunately, it is not what they found. So
All
this
right.
is what I was saying.
Ahmed Ahmed Kamara say, guys, the bottom line is this government has so much criminals. I agree with you. There's so much criminals at the government. Then they open up a lot of holes the way they're not supposed to open. I agree with you. Michael Coker say, I think someone in Trump's administration doesn't like us, so we were included in this arbitrary restriction. I say, Doc, Nigerians, Ethiopians, and Ghanaians have the largest overstay. The reckless attitude of our compatriots has cost us being included. This is like cutting our nose to spite our face.
That's right.
Agabu talk. I,
That's right.
Black say this is going to affect ordinary Sierra Leoneans. President, vice president, ministers are definitely going to travel on official matters.
Exactly.
Momo
Yeah.
Fawad, Capscano and others are disappointed that Madabio and his family have no restriction. These are people always at the US Congress lobbying to punish Sierra Leone because they are not in line.
Exactly. That's what I told you, Dr. Mankota, earlier on. And then just like before this one you read, the previous one before this, that exactly. The thing is like how people and they say, "Anan to do on the back," Anan to do on the back. Where expect the fire to come from, not from the water, the stream, because the stream has water to quench the fire, but that's where it came from. So, me personally, Dr. Mankota, I don't surprise about this ban because of what in Sierra Leoneans that they do outside Sierra Leone. They want the way they Ghana, they want the way even the Africa, and they want the way then they they are like philosopher kings, especially those guys in Europe. Then they interpret Donald Trump how it suits them against Sierra Leone. See where they don't know about. Where they European that. I am telling you. That's sad.
Hi,
Go ahead.
the only axe I have to grind with the Sierra Leone government is the reckless way immigration departments issue passport. Anybody can come from anywhere and get passport as long as you have money. That's exactly the problem. You know.
That's true.
All right. Lamin say, Cabo, look at the cause effects. Unemployment and bad governance are responsible for visa overstay. That's true too. Because if
Yeah.
Sierra Leone people they are able for enjoy the country, the economy is good. Nobody know they left Salon for come overseas.
Yeah, Dr. Mankota, but you don't blame a government for that. You blame the country itself. Because this way they talk so, before we were born, or before we grow older and into a certain stage, people were coming to America with the same problem. And up to date, they are coming with it, the same problem.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that we talk about, you not blame the SLPP because I know say when they talk about dry bone, then always old people then they begin to feel unease. What they talk about, it's the government problem. So
Dr. Mankota, you hit me with that parabulo. You hit me with that parabulo.
yeah, so it a try for blame the entire government system for saying that they cause them kind of problem, yeah. All right, Robert Cabo say that Nigeria practices perfect democracy. Come on, Robert. Come on, Robert. Liberia practice perfect democracy. You know what happened during the time of this lady, Shalif, the first election with where anyway, the problem with Sierra let me finish the reading first. He said Liberia practice perfect democracy. Their election went perfectly. If you can reflect what happened in ECOWAS, a Liberian member of ECOWAS defending Sierra Leone democracy in Gambia going against the PR system. Why, boy? Okay. One thing where I know about Sierra Leoneans, we they always inspired by other people. Then this is the biggest problem we will get. We they chastise we own, while
Right.
probably we know say the other people they were they inspired. Now then just like we. Okay, and just people like we.
And they can even be worse than us.
Sometimes it's worse than us. So Robert Cabo no know
Exactly.
what happened. The election between this Sharif lady, the former president, well, not to and George Weah.
And
That
George
election
Weah.
was they compare around with Sierra Leone. In fact, that election was actually not an election. It was just a coronation. Okay, but anyway, with the collate other people there, as they say, with the collate other people them, we know they always look at themselves and say, okay, let's improve this side, let's improve. But now other people there with the collate, and most of them people then if you dig deeper, you will see a big problem within them. But we look at the surface, then we say you see them people then they them perfect. Liberian election not perfect. Okay, Liberian election not perfect.
It's not even
Then
near to perfection.
you tell me say this election way pass so George Weah he accepts the election. Okay.
That's all.
Yeah. But tell me in Salone whose election way an opposition ever accept? None. Okay. So it left to the individual, not the system. It's the individual because of we ego and lack of patriotism. Now they make some of
No,
them.
but Dr.
If
Mankota, we get one election where I know where the individual accepts the election between Anes Koroma, the first one, and
yeah,
the SLPP, officially SLPP.
no, Mr.
You see,
Gabo,
Doctor Who?
no, Mr. Gabo,
Yeah,
um, I understand that election, but like what George Weah do, say then beat him, he accept. Because that election, the 2007 election where they talk about, even though Berawa accepted, but he still they claim say they with the election or the Rogam because of the 420 something polling station at Kalahu, where
correct.
then council
Nullified.
come out and say, no, this election is not fair, but he accepts for the sake of peace, but not because of
Right.
the he accept.
Not in his own conscience. It's for the love of the country.
Exactly.
Not, but in his own conscience, deeply, he knew they rigged the election. But again, it's better than not than none.
Well, he claimed. He claimed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in his own mind.
Well, the funny thing is, the same thing happened in 2007. The SL people that then conduct the election. Okay, so,
Right.
but they said they robbed them. In 2018, the APC that then conduct the election, they said they robbed them. So you see the problem we get. We just need for improve. We just need for be patriotic and forget about this either or do or die or something like that.
Right.
So
That's correct.
that's so to say most Sierra Leoneans had expected President Bio and his family be included in this partial US visa ban. On the contrary,
Exactly.
people are unable to turn this government on Bio.
Right. And that's a big shame for that Dr. Mankota. That's a big shame for the unpatriotic Sierra Leoneans and those who oppose irresponsibly. Because just like I said, this is the whole aim of the irresponsible opposition there. Not every opposition, but the irresponsible one, the whole aim which they were catapulting all over the world at the time, up to date, is to exterminate the government. That's all they want.
All right, all right. But before I say principles of democracy, is that what is going on now in Trump's America? Criticize Trump now and see what will happen to you in the morning. I know. Well, Trump now a unique case in America. Now that I can say, Trump administration is very unique in America. So we got a long way to go, but it's part of the democratic process. Democracy gets
Right.
hiccups, So these are just hiccups of democracy. I'd like to remind you, recently, two Nigerians were arrested with Sierra Leonean passports. The one was arrested at Murtala Mohammed Airport, and the other on one committed murderer in Nigeria fled to Sierra Leone and obtained Sierra Leone passport. Sad.
Yeah,
Many,
it's been happening anyway. It's bad. We're going to fight as Sierra Leoneans to take care of that. But who is the actual children? Anyone you put there is the same. So we are the people. We have to take that responsibility, not the government. We, the
All
people,
right.
have to take care of that responsibility.
So Lamin Danke say, if you not allow people to protest back home, definitely nationals outside Sierra Leone will protest on their behalf.
Ah, this
Cyber,
me lie, bro. That now they bring that problem there. Una continue. Then the
Cyber,
profile una.
some actually say, in my opinion, if you exceed your visa duration in the US, there is an opportunity for visa overstay forgiveness by submitting a waiver application. Your thoughts, Dr. Mankota? Yeah, that option they did. For example, you get a business visa for come do something, some business, so cyber and jive finally don't come up. I think say now waiting will tell another make it cancel. All right, so let me explain first before I bring cyber and jive. Uh, there is an option if you overstay your visa, but you get for do before the visa expire. For example, let's say it left 1 month or 2 months for the visa, but you think say you're not able for do done what you do. You get the rights for make you you apply for extension, then extend them for you. So yeah, you are right. All right.
Yeah, but Dr. Mankota, it's not an option. It's not an option. The average Salarian will take it that I'm going to report myself. Like I'm reporting myself. Because one, it is not a crystal clear for say you're going to get that extension. So you're afraid that you'll be arrested and be sent back, or you already reported yourself, you're going to put yourself on the map. So they'll be watching for you. So these are the reasons when people
No,
are not go near identity.
yeah, I know, but I just they talk the official opportunity where they out
Yeah.
there now.
But that's how you should do, yeah.
Some actually they talk about. I just explain to some actually say yeah, you're right. What's he talk there are opportunity for that. All right, before I bring cyber in Jai, let me just read this quickly. Jasongo say there is no way to turn this conversation on its head. The U.S. ambassador and the U.S. president clearly state reasons and rationale for the partial visa ban. Now, let me bring in Cyber. Cyber, wonderful. I think say make you can do this. Oh, okay.
Good day, TPN, and I want to thank Dr. Mankata
Now,
and
make your
Mr.
camera.
Kago.
I think you ate nine with the see no more.
Mr. Kago, I want to tell you thank you for the wonderful work you do. We dey disagree, but at times it's good that we dey agree with self. Uh, the thing is yet to come out from my own understand from my own side. We'll need to get more information from what they happen. But normally, government then they speak the diplomatic language. They have a way of saying things where the Americans they don't do. They're listing a lot of factors or reasons why they take these actions, and they're listing several countries. So 11 now from now choose the one will apply to our own side, and we know what is around we own country. We're not going to hide away from it. Between West African country, which we own Guinea, there is a drug case. In Ghana, in UK, cocaine don't land there. It cost millions. Who say come out from Sierra Leone? I'm not sure for say they try for cast aspersion or false information by the government. These are facts. It's all over the news. And even in Indian, they talk about another consignment. It come out from Sierra Leone. This true therefore come out maybe louder than as it is today. Will government who for accept a very porous who all don't know. From Makatel, like how Dr. Mankota said, is somebody in democratic right to feel free for say things then. I may not be helping the government if I see the truth, I don't say it. Then they more counterproductive than for let me make a talk. You know what I for thought, then he shot me down, make an talk. So it better for make people and talk more no people and make. We want good thing for our country. We want good thing for we government. Anybody what they represent, it doesn't matter which party. We all know say government they come. The state is always Sierra Leone is always Sierra Leone. Then on time get for camp. We want good thing for this country. This would affect we. Even while they work, I look small for tell person say I come out Sierra Leone. I'm not happy about it. And any reasonable Sierra Leone will never be happy with this kind of thing for me them put we list name parenting and day.
Cyber,
Yeah.
cyber. I want for Mecca, I get your opinion. What do you think say now responsible for this visa ban?
Okay. Uh one we get problem na the country. What would they fight to self but elections we not clear it. And then people here, as far as me understand them, which are me they follow things then. Who been there on board among the civilized country, but we derail. We conduct elections. What international observers then, they report what they write. We not able to change them. We can change because of the APC or the opposition, how they behave towards this thing. But that report only done until we press the reset button, when they put it back on the rail, there is a problem with this with them people there. That they make I not tell you there is a problem with this.
Cyber. I don't want to make you beat around the bush. Is this partial ban now because of the election? I just want to know your opinion. You know
Oh,
this.
well, now the thing they tell you now a lot of what you mean no,
Mm,
what I talk sure.
yeah.
The Americans they're not just one punish Sierra Leone unreasonably.
Why?
I believe say them find a very because this decision I get adverse effect on the country image and the people them. They're not a picnic for them for take it.
So
Then
so
take them until they get sufficient evidence before they take them.
all
I
right.
don't think so they hate we.
We not get enough time, so we dey make interactive discussion here. So you say the United States is afraid or ashamed for saying the reason what make we put this ban not to waiting we state because of the problems, the elections, the way that problem they still sit down, now that make them put this ban.
Again, I dey repeat, I don't talk am. Say them people there now diplomatic language and they talk. They have a condensed way of passing information.
No, no,
We
no,
are
no.
not small boys. We are not small boys. We
Cyber,
know
cyber,
we know we own situation.
cyber.
So more we go.
Hold on. Diplomatic language is different. Waiting a diplomatic language. To tell somebody like say you lie, you say you like control. Those are diplomatic language. But for definitely bring something where you know get nothing to do with the surface matter. You say now this now do this. That's not diplomatic language. That's hypocrisy. And I want to know if Donald Trump they afraid for tell the Sierra Leoneans and say now, because of this election, that means that the ban now, instead they say, oh, now the people them blame the Sierra Leonean people, the ordinary Sierra Leonean, the students, the tourists them, and they blame say that because of that, he make this decision. So you want to say Donald Trump is afraid for TV or tell the Sierra Leone government for say that we will block this. Instead, he's saying that the people there, the citizens, in America, you want to say the United States is okay?
No, the government. Oh no, now they strike an individual, the president, of course. Now, so we get for say Donald Trump. But what you mean they say is now a policy of the United States government. Then get certain things where they prescribe, then get certain things they where they make. When you not fulfill or when you are in violation, that time the policy they hold you. Not only not to individual they hold you, not to Trump. Oh. Now shortcomings will get along the guidelines, the prescriptions they will then get. Now they will shut off. Now you make you fall into that category. Day. Me no feel say they hate President Madabio or they hate the Sierra Leone people or they hate the government. But certain things then go wrong where we then hold we because of their reasoning. I strongly believe in the operations of the United States government and that when they find issues, then they do things there on issues and policies. When the policy hold you or when you are in violation, the thing will hold you. And you not tap the even there, the president they take actions. people there, they are at liberty to go to court. Some of the issues there, the court they reverse them. Some of them, the make they make. So this country now open country. So young government when you know the lead don't take this. If Sierra Leone government say, hey, these things what una say, you know, right? They're able pull it in from them. Will make them come up, present a case, then go pull it from there. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
Cyber, to be honest with you, you are a very, very intelligent person, very, very smart, but it looks like you are so obsessed with so much politics. Now, you not even know what is reality or what is true. I'm sorry to say that, but this is exciting nowadays because you are one of the people that way I'm not saying when it comes to intelligence, when it comes to political experience. So people like me at the call and say, hey, Cyber, what do you think about it? But the way so much you don't so indebted into this party and policy so much that it actually blind you. If Donald Trump we're not afraid for tell people they're waiting to do. Now in the go afraid a country like Sierra Leone, a government like Madabio will say that because of XYZ that make they put this restriction. Instead, if they go blame the ordinary Sierra Leoneans when are then supposed then supposed for defend. So no, now because of my people their behavior they overstay. Come on, cyber, come
Yeah,
on.
Dr. Man, can I come in, Dr. Mankota?
I'm
Just a
making
little.
point. Repeat back,
Ah,
repeat
yeah, yeah,
again.
yeah,
Just a little.
yeah, translate responsible. I will bring you come. Go ahead,
No,
cyber.
no, what are they say is they're not afraid the government.
But why
They're
do
not
not why
afraid,
do not and
they're
tell
not
me
afraid the president. Me, not to say are they honesty. However, Salom but say I for always there for fight for me country. Okay. But this one I make I dey talk the truth. Say the government, there is an opportunity. The kind government where they operate now, how the system they operate, even among themselves, now Americans to Americans, then they take actions then, people and they go court. Then they go court, then go further out. They have those established institutions there. So now this how they say if the government of Sierra Leone believes the action so taken, we have reason to defend ourselves. May they expect them for may they come up for can put up a case, may they continue the interactions. But I cannot stand here and say this is done. I know the problems, the climate what they operate on, but again we realize institutions don't the courts then they, lawyers then they, what people like to fight their case.
okay, okay, and they bring Mr. Mr. Kabo, wait a little bit because this one just talk something. Cyber, do you know the data way the embassy presented to the government? Uh, what data they how USA then start for bring the data up to today. You know how the range the data we them present to the government of Sierra Leone
Which data? Which data? Which
about the overstay of visas.
okay, that one day I don't know much about it.
Okay,
I
all right,
don't know much about it.
okay. Mr. Kabo, come in.
Yeah, Dr. Mankota, thank you for bringing. Thank you, Mr. Baibure or Njai, either one. Thank you very
Baibure,
much for
Baibure,
coming back
Baibure.
here to this. Mr. Baibure, okay, thank you. Dr. Mankota, I just alluded that earlier about what Baibure has just mentioned, right? That there are people, I mentioned these drugs, elections, and all these things. I mentioned that. I keep mentioning it from the beginning
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this is what people are speculating. Yeah, but this is the thing. If I will refer you, I don't know if you listen to the interview or the explanation of the American ambassador to Sierra Leone, where the foreign minister been pick up this story in the wire up like a month or two ago,
March.
for saying they came up to the New York Times when they say they ban Sierra Leone or they restrict Sierra Leone on the visa issue. Restriction was the word. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, and he don't hide that. He invites the American ambassador. That is from the horse's mouth, Donald Trump's representation. That he can clarify what in this visa restriction to we, and he did on tape, he did on recording, he did on news, right? And this is what he told us, and this is what we know, and we are cited. It's a citation. Are we going to answer, say, that the election, that drugs, that this, that that? Now that we're going to answer, if they put this question to you as an educated person, they give you this citation for visa overstay and other, however they explain it. If you go talk about drugs, you go talk about, even if you don't talk about drugs, you go talk about election. When there's no word that talks about election, and you are an academician,
Well,
how would you respond to this situation?
well,
Are you going to speculate or your wishful thinking, or are you going to go to the topic proper? What did they ask for? How are you going to put that? How are you going to respond to that?
momentarily, you are very guilty of what you are speaking against of somebody here. Here in this discussion, what we dey, since because you are more or less a communist propagandist of the SLPP, now yeah, instead of you talking about visa restrictions, you were over there talking about the first lady for trying for talk about issues about housing. What we say unrelated to this matter, and the moderator he gave you a free hand. You were totally out of topic. If I was you, at this point in time, I not go there in any situation or somebody they behave the way how me they behave. Like how they say so. I they punish my wife if you do something wrong. I they jealous my wife if you guilty of other relation. If me guilty of another relation, I will never punish my wife for that reason. You guilty of the same thing, but you are very good at talking about the other people for doing this thing. Indeed, momentarily, you are very, very guilty. The point here is very clear. It's not about what the Russians refer to as emotional overload. This is just the fact of the matter. And as individuals, even though me and you are the same brother, our people then call we identical twins. We cannot be identical or the same in all ways. We have to perceive things then differently. That is why person like me, I dey bear the boxes of the game. You hit me. You say I'm low educated and whatever. I don't care. These are the boxes of the game. I dey take out my easy to you. When you give me the opportunity, I dey say what I supposed to say. If you give me the opportunity, I dey
All
say
right,
what I
Dr.
supposed to
Makota
say.
and
If
Mr.
you give me the
Hold on.
Maibure. I think I asked
let
you
me
a question,
Mr.
but you
Gabo,
don't answer the question. It's
Mr.
how would they
Gabo,
go about it?
Mr. Gabo, hold on. Give me a
but
chance.
I said you are guilty of the same
I think,
offense. You are guilty of the same offense. So let me judge you. I will give
Cyber.
you a chance to judge yourself, or may the audience judge you.
Okay, Cyber.
Yes, sir.
Now answer the question. Wait, Mr. Gabo. You don't talk what you talk earlier. Now the question, Mr. Gabo, repeat the question.
Repeat the
My
question once more.
my question is the minister, the foreign minister invited the ambassador for can explain to the Sierra Leonean people there in public, in radio, and for make it tell we watching at this restriction of the ban as it surfaced in the New York Times about a month or two ago. And the ambassador explained that outside from drugs and elections. Now, my question is if this question and you have to respond to this, what are you going to respond to the American government? What's going to be your response?
As long as the ambassador say this is not related, I'll check it. I'll take them by their words. I'm not
Okay.
going to do anything. If me and the American government say it's because of the overstay, they make them. You see, then catalog.
Or you know anything about that? You know anything about that?
No, then put
Wow.
some reasons. Then highlight some reasons overstay. Then
I
talk
don't know.
about other issues. Them and the people there, where they make seven people there. They not only take Sierra Leone, then put Sierra Leone out in a own problem. Oh. If the government now talk say, I want me the government who representative, make them step up, make them present a case, make them try tell them people here say, which I will not put we, not to show we day. This is a clear picture. You
Okay.
see, now that I want me them do, now that I want me them do.
I agree with you. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Shaiba. I'm not saying a smart person. To be honest with you, Nina, when it comes to Sierra Leone, let me able to reshape Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone right now is very, very wicked. It's very, very dilapidated. When our people let us know the hope of Sierra Leone Day. Yes, we know say we get with political affiliations, we get with biases politically, But when something come way, we know say it affects not only politics, but it affects the country. Let we bound together. Let we all come together and explain to people then, because education is very important, especially like a country like Sierra Leone, where they say about 50% of the population are illiterate. It is very important for we way please understand what they go on. We passion aside, we put we opinion, we bias opinion aside, and tell the people that let the people that they're able to understand. If they're the people that understand, they will make a decision. But even this one, the American ambassador in March, when this thing first started from the Christmas, it's gonna AYB, it's gonna AYB. He go explain exactly waiting at the reason where this restriction they come. He explained and say one of the biggest the problems they will get that visa overstay. He talked about clearly there. So when now, in fact, the foreign minister try for say okay, they need a data. Let me ask you earlier for the data. The foreign minister then wants a data where they go able to see and see this problem. Then provide this to them. Say, okay, this is why we think say we are need to fix this. Then don't give 90 days for see waiting at the best way where they go able to work. The chief minister, or was it about 2 days ago? He gonna radio democracy again. He go try for explain. I think now study self. They ask her how they get for fix. They say well they work the government and see how they go able for resolve this problem. But the thing where we know officially, not so waiting um social media bloggers and everything, officially it has to do with visa overstay. And I don't feel safe the government of the United States go afraid a tiny country like Sierra Leone and say, "Ah, you know what, let we not just say na the election, let we just say na this so that then go able to fix that. Do you have me at the people now? But let we be as teachers to the 50% or even the 100% of people in the way taking very slow to get information, and you are cyber in drive, you are part of this fight. Join.
Well, well, Doc, if you give me the allowance for make a share with you, there is a new paradigm from the uh, Harvard or MIT. We'll talk say Sierra Leone, sorry, Africans, not only Sierra Leone, they say we lack the capacity for development.
And I don't believe so.
And they say until and unless African diasporans are they try for make ready for go back, work together with Friends of Africa, Journey Friends of Africa, for attract direct foreign investments, go back home for make the country develop. As it is over there right now, the one that as it is right now, they say the capacity for development is not there. Look at them how they do. Mark that you know go there now. Principal immigration officer, he just they sign no more passport, whosoever you know cross check. You know one no. I let me see the weight, the color na Caucasian color. You just they sign no more, they give Sierra Leone passport because they go give you $50. You will not do it. They want until Africans they will not see what in governance they pay, how electricity good for everybody, everybody forget medical. I remember where they go work, they eat mango. The mango peel, I not get mine put on a ground. Now inside me motocar they put a why can I host and make them. This is not happening in Sierra Leone. The same more go now with different villages, communities them, and then they go attract foreign investors there. They believe say perhaps we were common now don't see. Maybe we're able to team up with them for more we involve the improve the place. But they say as it is, the one they hold there under, you go for any office under, go give millions of loans. If you know they get any document where you can get, now they put you per then kind here.
I totally agree with you. That this is why I say, to whom much is given, much is expected. We don't understand waiting then countries are outside there, so waiting make they go before. Now we supposed to make sure say we actually teach with people them. But let we not be a carrier of information or emotional instability. Now we supposed to be steadfast and say, no, I don't say you want to do this, but it's the best way for the country. So let we move on with because we get a lot of comments. We'll come once in a while I did read the comment. Lamin Danke say, no one happy to live outside his country of origin if all is well. Let politicians in Sierra Leone own up to provide for their people, not for themselves. I agree with you, Lamin. Totally. And I cyber anxiety talk, now who says they talk. These are some of the things. But we as citizens also get responsibility for help. Whatever governments they in power, make sure say we get to go get with differences because that's part of the democratic practices. But then we make sure when it comes me, now that one they always they do. When it comes to Sierra Leone, I know they compromise with anything. So if we able to get that idea, that perception, we go able for help with people. With people that are very easy for because they trust we, especially when we they like the diaspora, then trust we so much. But if we they try for mislead them, they talk all the try for divide them. That is a problem. So now we're responsible. Anyway, Shiba say, I'm like Kuruma say, Shiba, the information minister said on BBC that they are cooperating with the State Department to address the concerns. He also mentioned that the next review is 90 days. I think it will be solved. Hopefully, but I don't know how they're going to solve within 90 days because this is beyond their own control. That's not a fact. Maybe the Italian police and try to hold and call, but what happened? The United States is a very, very smart country. You know, they can't say, okay, well, they can't stop this or they can't. Once you say no more, well, they will not give exam. So this is very difficult to solve. Anyway, Jal Songo say, it is true. No Sierra Leonean want to turn back nearing their visa expiration. They prefer to overstay cautiously and complacently. Cyber enjoy again, the man where they like the screen. He said, this is our topic for today. Cyber. Okay. So you can't give comment later you ask for the topic.
No, I be not ask first before coming in. I be not type that the computer. I be not type that the computer.
Okay. Simon Jai say communist propagandist. Gabo is defending something else.
Well, this is a public radio. I believe there are people who are listening to us and they will be able to be the judge amongst themselves who is saying the truth, who actually understand the stories, and who is a patriot rather than somebody where they try to destroy the country and try to put blame on the country or on a particular person.
Let's move on.
Right? So the people they understand.
All right, let's move on. Robert Cabo say, talk about the houses that Fatima Bios had built under her family members. Now the houses in Gambia. All right, let's Lucretia Ban, welcome back. It's been a long time. Hope say you are okay. Don't tell where I hear from you, but I'm happy that you are back. Lucretia Ban, you can still live in council's house or flat and buying it. It depends if you want to own it. The government can sell it to you. All right, Peter Dauda say, Doc, please replace your topic for tonight. It is not comprehensible in the current form. Can you say a little bit more because I don't know what you're talking about. Peter Dauda, explain a little more. Lamin Danke say, let Fatima shut up. If her yams are white, her involvement has exposed her in a lot of ridicules as the previous first lady Sunday. Jasongo say the details are on their website, U.S. Embassy in Sierra Leone, U.S. State Department website. The U.S. government is struggling to get smooth coordination with the Sierra Leone government to deport Sierra Leoneans. I'd like to say, hunger in Sierra Leone that because of the
So, Dr. Mankota, let me just reflect our minds into that deportation. let's say, as it is mentioned, it is true that the government of the United States is getting tough time deporting the people of Sierra Leone. Under whose advantage is this? Under, if that is so, under whose advantage is this? Under the people of Sierra Leone, right? So if they have to ban us, this is if one of the reasons why they are banning us. It is for the protection of the people of Sierra Leone who are in the United States.
All right.
That's
So
all I want to say about it.
I'd like to say only in Sierra Leone that because of the toxicity of politics, we are self-destructing our country. People put party before country. Sad. It's too sad. Yeah, that's really, really
Very sad. Very sad.
all
Very,
right.
very sad.
Yeah, some will say
People
the
get
salon,
wishful thinking, wishful thinking.
some will say the Salon government is sluggishly dragging their feet in cooperation with the United States for deportation. And Laminda Keke, Abo, let's fix our broken system in all aspects like water, healthcare, electricity, basic necessity of life. But the people agree with you 100%. If we fix
That's
that,
fine.
that's what I say. Doc, it is true. The announcement by the American embassy to the effect of stopping any pregnant women attempting to go to America, the intentional
Yeah. Yeah.
back for American citizenship. Could be. Yeah, could be.
Yeah. You remember I mentioned it. I said I saw it. I don't know if you read that.
Yeah, you say you saw it. I say me not sure, but it will be true. Hi, Moses. God is saying, wrong spelling. Please, why Leone is among visa ban? Check out the spelling of among. Okay. Okay. Um.
Oh, a month. Okay.
Okay.
I see what he's talking about.
You are quite right. Government should secure the service of a lobbyist. I think if Elon Musk is still in good terms with Donald Trump, Sierra Leone government should have used him through his Starlink in Sierra Leone. I read back say yes, Starlink don't go to Sierra Leone, right? Mr. Kabo, you know about this? I read that.
About what?
Starlink. They,
They say don't go to Sierra Leone.
yeah. The service is now in Sierra Leone. I heard about it.
When was that? When did he go there? He's still there right now?
4 months ago, that I read that say now that they provide services as alone. But
Well,
I
4 months ago.
how true it is and how much it costs people because if they look at the income disparity and now ain't gonna make it succeed or not. Michael Coca say Laminda,
It could be right, but I'm not aware about that. It could be
yeah,
right, but I don't have to be aware of anything.
yeah. Michael Coca say Laminda, how come your uncle, the police, they didn't speak it? Boy. Mama for I say the American embassy directive planning visa to attending visitors for the sole for the sole purpose of giving back to ban. Yeah. Hi, Richard S. Abdullah said, Doctor, it has been my wish to be listening and taking part in this renowned program. How can that be possible? Hi, if you want for be part of the program, when would they talk the broadcast, just put na the comments say you want to come in, I can send you the link. If you want to come in live, if I call you get for when you want to call, look at the number here. You can call the WhatsApp number if you did outside of the United States. You call them. So you see the number 148086171. You can just call them. I can pick them up. But there's a time when I did pick up calls. So, anyways, which the section say you want to be part of the program, I will send you the link and you discuss what you want for the or you call the number. Okay. All right. Let's move to the full. Amin Mahmoud. Before this visa restriction, why did the previous administration give grant to some government official? I want to believe that the Trump administration is just following the steps of its predecessor. Hi, Gentle JC. There are many bogus Sierra Leoneans who hold our passport and are being ambassador of distasteful. The chickens are coming home to me. Yeah, for them passports, we would have just destroyed the passport. That's like a bad idea. It's not supposed to happen at all. Gent also say former head of Liberian parliament was sentenced to prison for passing. He touched the parliament of Liberia to destroy credible evidence on matters that indicted him. Gento says, sorry, this is off topic. I just felt I should put it out there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Michael Coker said, Doctor, isn't this your guest used to go by Bure? Yes, this not only guest to this, I mean, one of the commentators. By Bure, now it is. Now one of the commentators them. Henry Bobo Bokari say, if it is for the election, why didn't they restrict the president? That's my very good question. or the government officials. Instead, they go restrict the people the way they suffer. Anyway, Peter Dowda say, the lawlessness of Sierra Leoneans is because of the American attitude towards us. Before I say, Ibure has his own reason for the ban in his head. Jason will say, cyber opinions are speculation, purely speculative. Michael Koga say, Ibure is APC delusional mascot.
But you don't get no favorable rating here, though. So you should accept the fact that you are on the wrong side of the story, or the wrong side of Sierra Leone.
Peter Dowda says Sierra Leoneans will not use the political situation in our country to commit immigration infraction in the United States. Mama for I say, Baibura has his own reason for the ban in his head, what the American government has stated. Lamin Danki say people are jobbed into official programs for visa overseas for workshops and conferences. For instance, a $50,000 allegation against a senior military officer for visa. Yeah, that general or something. These are all the problems them we because this. And like Njai say, Sniper Njai, I do not know you, and I don't think you know. But let's try to maintain the Njai name, intellectual integrity. Not about this is my brother.
Now they enjoy this. They say they spoil the name. Enjoy. They enjoy. They say they spoil the name. They don't expect that from you. And we always say that you are highly educated. Maybe you've been a student in the school I was teaching before. Maybe, or I taught you in one way or the other. So.
Now, he said we are now for enjoying him now very intellectual.
Exactly. Yeah, trust me.
All right. Abdul Njai also say, and I don't think you know me. Njai, you know Abdul Njai?
No. We have a lot of Abduls. I may not know this particular speaker.
Okay. All right. Robert Cabo say, Baibure with no beers, go grow beer. Right. I think that's the end of the comments. And Mr. Cabo, you get your last word, and I give Mr. Cabo then we'll go close.
Basically, I mean, you know where I stand for Sierra Leone, and for MEC, we know they speculate issues. Mr. Dr. Makota, Mr. Njai, this is very saddening for people to sit down and think that America, Donald Trump, will be afraid to tell Sierra Leoneans what Sierra Leoneans are doing and why they ban Sierra Leone or they restrict Sierra Leone from the visa programs. I don't see the reason, I don't see the connection, I don't see any way possible for make Trump they go beat about the bush for talk to Sierra Leonean or for take this information, put am na fridge, they click like there are some European guys that within a Europe, Holland, they talk. I mean, these are speculations, these are wishful thinking. And let's look at where the situation ended up. All this, as I said, all these improper speakers and the who call themselves their opposition, those who oppose disrespectfully, their wishful thinking was to ban Madabio and the government. And now nothing is done to them. Now, who is
Mr.
affected? The public.
You get 30 seconds.
Yeah,
You get 30 seconds.
right. So the public is affected. So when we're doing things, let us reflect our minds whether we are doing it for the good of the country or we are actually doing it against ourselves. And this is the most important thing about it.
All right.
It could be right. Some people will think that you guys are talking for them in Sierra Leone because when somebody say the right thing, people think that oh, you are saying this. People enjoy listening to wrong information. Yeah, for one reason or the other, they only know the reason. But what I'm saying is, let us be patriots, let us be Sierra Leoneans, and let us be for Sierra Leone, and
Thank
nothing
you.
more and nothing less. Thank you.
Cyber Enjoy.
What you made it say, the matter is very simple and straightforward. This government of President Madabio, where he come, he talk say, the APC spoil Talon name. What it don't happen so? Now under your reigns, would they getting like this? It's so sad. You come say he come for can clean. Now the more we country in repetition they go into the drains. People don't have the guts to say it. And we need to hold them accountable because they are in charge. Anything good happen, would they say now very good. If they make anything make they make the economy fine thing make now they will praise. If we get into trouble like how we get into this trouble, now them back would they make. Except somebody who is low-minded or poorly educated, now you know go afraid for talk that 3 days. But let us talk the truth. It's very hard. Now then they're in charge. If things like this happen, we need to hold them accountable. That is just what I'm doing. Then what in the American government say? Now in me they say, I'm not speculating anything. I'm not interested. If they not bring say this now the reason why they make, I will not go into it. Anything where the government they are they there behind the government because na me government, na me country. It's not about APC or SLPP, but they are in charge. When APC was in charge, this we are going the bank way. Now there will be a hole. So if they self they in charge, the summary of the summary, anything will happen, we should say Madabio and his government. So let them clean the dirty where they don't dirty. That the enemy don't see.
All right. Well, now before I even make my last word, I want to tell you about a new app.
Tired of switching between apps to stay connected and entertained? Say hello to Letalk, the all-in-one social media platform that's changing the game. Unlike WhatsApp, Letalk doesn't hog your phone's storage. No more crowded galleries or constant cleaning. Your posts stay secure in the cloud, not on your device. And when you're ready to go live, Letalk's built-in live stream feature makes it simple and instant.
All right, this now an app way now alternative to WhatsApp. Okay, this it comes to can fix some of the problems we have. We always say one of the biggest problems we have is security. In fact, security is bigger than even the story. Look at story. We now one of the biggest problems is some of we already can cook groups that we get. Security nowadays we see actually the end-to-end. All right, if they're able for commandeer your WhatsApp account and cause problem for you, that's a big problem. So this app, people are let LETT okay. Number one, it well secure because all the information we receive within the cloud, now then they keep it. So number one, look at solid problem we get with WhatsApp. This don't fit them. Okay. Number two, you get double encryption. You get the end-to-end encryption with the local, and you get another encryption with the encryption. So your information is secure. and you not get problem for space this not what problem. The second thing, then it get more feature than the feature the way what people get. For example, if you want to go live, they go live, just like TikTok. Then secondly, if you get a group, you didn't the group admins are they able to live stream at the group, only the people go to the group and then they watch and they make money from this app. Enough people like WhatsApp, they just they put out with content, that's all. So because there are certain things where the content where they put, those contents are value too. You know, people are using way more focus on academic content and all those type of things. This app actually give the opportunity to make money. And not a thing where like YouTube or TikTok, if you want to do live streaming, YouTube you need to get about 3,000 subscribers before they begin to use. TikTok, I don't know, I think it's even more than that. This TikTok, this one today you begin for live stream, people that actually pay you money for that. So now a very good way, you can just go to your app store, just download them, just type LETT, download the app, sign up, share them again because this app way better in terms of the problem the way what. So that's the app and the ad we make. Now I want to thank Mr. Cyber Enjoy. It's been a long time. I know say easy. Uh,
Wait, Dr. Mankota, let it not be that you created this app, though. Tell us more about this app. It seems like you created this app. I have heard of this app, and I've been seeing it through your media. You created the app.
yes,
Congratulations.
yeah. The app, yeah,
You did.
yep, yes.
I'll call you about it. I'll call you about it, and we'll talk about it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah,
So my thinking was right that this app was created by Mr. Dr. Mankota.
yeah, I did create
Okay.
it. So
Then we have to put it better. You know.
I did and promoter. A lot of people did not begin download and I just done deploy about a month ago. So people did not begin
Yeah,
download. And
I
right
think I figured out.
yeah, and now that I didn't have the beta version we are in, I want for let people then use them and familiar with her and give me feedback to say, okay, we want this feature if it possible to make it be part of this app because na kind of a user feedback stage it is right now. Okay, this app is fine. How about you bring this feature? And a lot of people then they give me feedback. So I want to let people then able to download them, get the app. It's very secure and easy for you. Very easy for you. You know, in fact, I just done deploy new features where by
Okay.
it come to the public by God's power. So now,
Sorry, dears and listeners. Dr. Mankota never mentioned that he created that app, but I'm very wise and I know him, so I know he can do things. He can move mountains. I'll call you on that.
okay, no problem. Sabanjai, thank you very much. I know say I know say you busy, so anytime this program is there for una all the commentators there. Anytime when you're ready for come, just come in. You don't need
Oh,
for dynamic. We get this how they put the link to una all day the commentators them. Every time they put links and they Mr. Gabo, it's been a pleasure because people then really want to come. Mr. Gabo is somebody where they're not addicted with him. Anytime when they come live, then they ask, where is Mr. Gabo? So thank you very much for kind of the program again. And
thank you.
I hope say we will continue for educate people because what we do so, we not get money to give Sierra Leoneans them. But the knowledge we they give them so, I think it even bigger past money. And the reason this way are so passionate about this program because this program actually is more about education, how Sierra Leoneans will be able to understand what thing they affect them and how we'll be able to solve the problem without killing each other. Because there is it's not necessary. When they say politics is just about ideas. Which idea where you get the other person idea, but which I unity they with the people who are the table and say, okay, let's find out the best idea for the country. That's not the purpose of this program from the beginning. So I want for tell now plenty. Thank you. And for a programming note, I don't get a new program every Sunday. It's all about religion, the impact of religion in Africa. Because I think say this has a it also affects Sierra Leoneans, Africans in generally. Religion is affecting us socially, economically, and everything. We need to understand we religion. We need for know who we come and who we dey go. And that's every Sunday, the same time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific time. That's specifically tomorrow. We did episode 5. Episode 1, I explained about African religions. Waiting constitute African religion, waiting at the culture, waiting at the perception, waiting at the theology, waiting at the ideology of African religion. Then episodes 2, then I'll be explaining about okay, when the Africans then come on, the West and the Arabs can can go their own religion, their own um, modified religion, then tell we say religion is bad. So you compare within right now the Abrahamic faith, whose practice and the practice, compare that with the African religion, you will begin to understand say there's no difference at all. The only difference is because they want for against superiority, supremacy over us. But all most of the practice not the same thing. The ideology will be a little bit different, but the practice not the same thing because African religion actually deal with cultural base about the culture, how the society is supposed to function. And while the Abrahamic faith is more focused on the afterlife theology, So tomorrow, now episode 5, and episode 5 therefore will be interesting because I want to focus. Last week, I focused on um, the difference, the similarities between the three religions, the Abrahamic faith. This I want to focus on one religion. This is Christianity. Waiting at the problem with Christianity. Then the next episode, waiting at the problem with um, the, Islam and Judaism. So I'll see you now next week, tomorrow by God's power. Mr. Gabo, thank you very much again. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.